Hey everyone, welcome to Satya Classes. Myself Raj Pandey. In today's video, you're gonna learn about vector cross product and a comparison between cross product and dot product. If you wanna learn entire syllabus, so join me through WhatsApp. I'm giving down the contact information below, and of course there is a fee according to the selected course. So let us begin for vector cross product. Coming up, discussed about dot product in the previous video, and now this time I am discussing about cross product or vector product. Okay, so vector product have magnitude as well as direction. Is it clear to you? Okay, so it has magnitude as well as direction. For finding direction, we will use a method named right hand thumb rule. Soon we are going to discuss about these rules. But what about magnitude? So let's check. Two vectors are at angle theta. This one is A vector and this is B vector. So its resultant will be given by the third vector. Okay, and we will write its magnitude as A cross B is equal to AB sine theta. You will use mod A mod B. This represents what? This represents the magnitude of A and magnitude of B along with sine of the angle between A and B. Easy, understand? And when you will write the product in this form, this represents magnitude as well as its sign. Mod A mod B sine theta n cap. Okay, so this n cap is representing the direction, and this direction we are going to understand by these two methods. These are not two, these are one method, their name is different. Okay, now one more thing before I proceed, I would like to tell you that if this angle is theta, so what about this angle? 360 minus theta. Agree? Okay. Thereafter, this angle is shortest angle and this is the longest angle. I'm telling you the shortest because soon I will tell you the rule and rule using shortest. Okay. So let's see how to do it. Consider this is a plane in which two vectors are lying, vector A and vector B, at some angle theta. Is it clear to you? This is A vector, this is B vector. I am telling you very slow so that you understand this concept very well, because this concept has been used in torque and angular momentum. Everywhere this concept is used, so please learn it. Now you have to do like this. Place your hand on vector A and curl towards vector B through the shortest possible angle, and your thumb will be pointing the direction of the product of two vectors. Did you understand this? Very nice. Okay, that's why this rule is known as or thumb rule. Okay, very nice. So this will be the direction of the third vector, which will be pointing above the plane and towards you. Understand? So I cannot make it the vector here, so I'll choose the simplest way for defining this. This is A, this is B, and we'll choose the n cap and it will be written as A cross B. Okay, direction of A and B. A and B, this is theta. So there are some important features of this product. The first one is A is perpendicular on n cap, means A is perpendicular on the resultant. B is also perpendicular on the resultant. You can see here clearly. Okay, look, this is perpendicular, this is also perpendicular. So you will write it as A cross B is perpendicular to A vector B point, A cross B, these are the direction, so I will write as direction A cross B is perpendicular to B vector, and look, the direction of A cross B will also be perpendicular on the plane made by vector A and vector B. Okay, and what is the theta? Theta is the angle between direction of A vector and direction of B vector. Easy? Very good. I wanted to make you learn about the direction, so for that purpose I have taken a screw. Okay, when you rotate the screw in clockwise direction, the screw goes inside the board, and when you rotate it anti-clockwise direction, it comes out of the board. Did you understand this? Okay, suppose that this is my hand and I am rotating it this direction. This is which direction? Tell me. This is anti-clockwise direction. So when you rotate hand in anti-clockwise direction, the screw will out, and this is the outward direction. Easy. And when you try to like this, then the screw will goes down. Easy. Now understand. This is also a simple concept about the direction. Now when two vectors are given in such form, and you have to find the cross product of A and B. In this case, the angle is not required. I have make you understand in my previous lecture while we was working with the dot product. Now you have to cross them, so you will write as A cross B. Easy. And in one bracket you will put all the quantities of A vector along with their component I, J and K. Okay, thereafter you will put a sign of cross, and now write the second vector. This cross sign is not similar to your simple product. Clear? Because you wanted a direction. So this is simply goes like product, but this is not actually product. So you have to multiply A1I with all the three quantities along with their unit vectors, I with I, J with J, K with K. Understand? So you will get how many terms? Very nice. You will get 3 into 3, 9 terms. But for simplifying it, I have to use one more tool, and the tool name is determinant method. Okay, this is very simple, and I'm trying to make you understand about this. When you cross two vector, you will write them as like this. Understand? You will put I, J and K. Thereafter you will put the vector A, A1, B1 and C1. While putting this vector, you need not to put I, J, K because you have already written there. Okay, these are rows and these are column. So third column will be A2, B2 and C2. Now how to do this product? So I'm using the space here. First of all, you have to, if you are writing for I, then you have to hide this row and this column, and the entire thing remaining on the board you will multiply and subtract them. Again I am telling you, you have to hide this row and this column. Okay, entire thing remaining on the board you will write it as like b1 into c2. I will write it as b1 into c2, put a minus sign, thereafter c1 into b2 minus c1 into b2, and thereafter I was writing the entire thing for I cap. Okay, for I cap, so I will put I cap here, understand? Then thereafter I will put a minus sign. For the second I will put a minus sign. This minus has significance, and I will tell you later that why we are putting this sign, otherwise the things becomes bigger for you and you will be confused. So you have to put minus sign. Okay, now this time you will multiply j, and while multiplying with j you have to hide the j row and j column, so the entire thing left on the board you have to multiply. Now what left? a1 c1 a2 c2. So write down. Thereafter you have to write a1 c2 minus c1 a2, understand? And you have done for j, so you will write here j. These are the direction remaining here. Now the last thing is for k row. Okay, hide them. What left? a1 b2 minus a2 sorry b1 a2, multiplication holds commutative law, b1 a2, and you have to put k after, understand? This is the way we do cross product. Okay, easy. So let me take a question to make you understand about this rule. I have chosen a very simple question. A vector is equal to 2i plus 3j minus k cap, and b vector is equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay, and you have to find a cross b. Do it along with me in your copy quickly. So you have to write it as a cross b, then thereafter you have to put this sign. This is the sign of determinant, and thereafter I, j and k. Then a vector, for a vector you have to write the coefficients only, okay, leaving the I, j and k. So 2, 3 and minus 1. You have to write sign also. Thereafter the second row 1 and 1 and 1. I have chosen a very simple example, just you can understand about cross product. So let me see what will happen. You have to choose I. Again I am taking 2 markers for hiding. First of all you have to choose I. So hide the entire row and thereafter column. What left? Multiply and subtract them. So 3 into 1, you can see here clearly, 3 into 1 you will write as 3. 1 into minus 1 becomes minus 1, and you have to put a minus sign, thereafter minus 1. Okay, and put I here. Thereafter I have told you that you have to put a minus sign for j. So okay, again hide them. What left? 2, 1, 1 minus 1. So let me do it. 2 into 1 gives you 1. 1 into minus 1, again minus 1. Now put j. Now you have to do the same for k. So doing for k, what left? 2 into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus, thereafter 1 minus sign and 1 plus sign, plus 2 minus 3i. Now subtract them and write the answer. 3 plus 1 4, so it becomes 4i, minus 2 plus 1j, so 3j. Thereafter 2 minus 3 becomes minus 1 and minus 1k, so minus 1k. Understand, this is a vector, okay, because it is containing I, j, k, 3 directions, so it has a direction also, so it is the vector. So I told you that result will be in vectorial form. Understand? Taking one more question. This question is from H.C. Verma, and the question is, vector A has a magnitude of 5 units. So when you write vector A, its magnitude, so mod A is equal to 5 units. This is given. And B has a magnitude of 6 unit. Okay, vector B have magnitude of 6 unit. This is the question. And the cross product of A and B has the magnitude of, the cross product is also given to you, and it has the magnitude of 15 unit. Now what left? You have to find the angle between direction of A and B vector. Okay, so for this one, look, there is no ijk, so you have to use the simple formula. Do you remember? A cross B is equal to mod A mod B sine into theta. Okay, and I said earlier that when you do not need to its direction, so you will put mod here. Now this value is given to you equal to 15 unit, and thereafter 5 into 6 sine theta. Okay, now multiply them. 6 5 ja 30, 30 sine theta. Thereafter sine theta is equal to 15 by 30. This gives you 1 by 2. Now you have to find theta, so you can write 1 by 2 as sine, how much? Very nice, sine 30 degree. And look, when the both the function are equal, their input will be also equal, so theta is equal to 30 degree. Understand? Very easy question. Now find the question in your book and solve all the question related to this cross product. Okay, now you are able to solve those questions. So I would like to tell you some important features of dot product and cross product. So let's see. I am comparing them. Here I am writing dot product and here cross. Now you are able to tell me what I am asking. Okay, how to dot product? A dot B, this is written as A dot B, and thereafter its expansion is A mod B mod cos theta. Okay, the cos comes over here. Now you know about the values of cos. Sometimes it gives you 0 and sometimes it gives you 1, and also it has power to give -1. So I will discuss 3 points. Okay, means I am going to discuss about theta angle minus for 180 degree, theta angle for 180 degree and 90 degree and 0 degree. Okay, and according to the rule I will write the A dot B. So look, when you put theta is equal to 180 degree, so cos 180 degree gives you -1. Okay, so the dot product will becomes equal to A dot B is equal to minus of mod A mod B. Understand? If you don't wanna write mod again and again, you can simply write it as A into B. okay, minus. This times this is not sign of cross because there is no vector. If there is vector, this multiplication sign becomes a cross sign, and if there is no vector on A and B, they are treated as scalar. Okay, so this is simply scalar multiplication, nothing to worry about. Now this happens when theta is equal to 180 degree. Move to second case. Second case, when you put 90. Now cos 90 is equal to how much? 0. So A dot B will be 0 when cos 90 is equal to 0, means theta is equal to how much? 90 degree. This one is the second point. So first point and second point. Now what about the third point? Third point is cos 0, and cos 0 gives you the maximum value, so it becomes A dot B is equal to A into B. Okay, I am changing the color of pen. Here you can see this is A into B, which is maximum, this is minimum, and this is lying in between, means equal to 0. Here is equal to 0. Okay, so these are three cases which are really very much important and will help you entire your learning. Okay, now what about cross product? So let me quickly write the cross product. A cross B is equal to mod A mod B, thereafter sin theta and n cap. If I don't want to talk about direction, means I'm not using here rules, right hand rule, right hand thumb rule or curl rule, whatever you call it. A cross B sin theta. Okay, now for sin theta, we again choosing the theta value 180 and 90 and 0 degree. Okay, for 180 the sin theta is equal to 0 degree. Clear? And for 0 degree the sin theta is equal to 0 degree, and for 90 degree sin theta is equal to how much? 1. So in two cases, A cross B is equal to 0 when theta is equal to 0, and A cross B is equal to A into B when, say loudly, theta will be 90 degree. Here theta may be 180 degree also. Clear? Easy. So after this, now you are able to solve many more questions of your exercises and book. Next video will be on differentiation. Okay, so see you in the next presentation. Do well.